beautiful, now look at me. My actions aren't beautiful, it's clear to see.
Hi, good morning. My name is Regina Sihandugan, taking Bachelor of Science in Business Administration, major in Financial Management in Bukidnon State University. So I am here to share with you my reflection about the lessons, which is the varieties and registers of spoken and written language. Language varies from one location to another, from one culture to another, and from one situation to another. We use different varieties and registers of language to suit different communication contexts. Therefore, varieties and registers of language is about appropriateness and context in speaking, and grammatical correctness of words in writing. It is also important to use appropriate varieties and registers of language in a certain communication context in order for us to determine the level of formality. We can now easily know on how we are going to approach and deal with certain person in a certain situation, with a certain purpose, with the correct expression and correct manner. Just like for instance, you will not speak to your parents the same you will talk to your best friend, which means that there is a proper etiquette when we are dealing with a certain person on her status in the society. In short, right words at the right time to the right person with the right reason. So in overall, it is important to understand the differences between registers. So you can use language that is appropriate for a particular situation. If your register is too high, you may cross as being snobby, pretentious, or arrogant. If your register is too low, you can come across as being inappropriately informal or too friendly. It is not only English language learners who need to understand the differences between registers, but we native speakers do too. Thank you.
Good day everyone, by the way, this is Mary Son from VSB SM1. I am here to share my thoughts and reflections about our previous topic, which is the varieties and register of spoken and written languages. So, varieties and register of spoken and written language have 5 types of register, which are static register, formal register, consultative register, casual register, and intimate register. So it is essential to use appropriate varieties and register of a language in a certain communication because in different situations and people call for a different register. So for me, this subject is not too easy to understand and also it is not too hard to understand. In short, intimidated. Moreover, to this topic, I've learned about the 5 types of register, which is the first one is the static or frozen register. It does not change. This type of language is often learned and separated by rules. Examples include biblical verse, and then prayers, and the pledge of allegiance, and so forth. Second is the casual register. This is used among friends and peers, include informal language including the slang. And then, examples for this is discourse between teachers and students, and then doctors and patients, and between superiors and subordinates. Then the third one is the intimate register, which is characterized by a complete absence of social inhibitions. And then, fourth is consultative register. It is moderately formal language for marks, mentor, protege, or export modest relationships such as that between a doctor and a patient or a teacher and a student. And the last one is the formal register, which is a language spoken between strangers or in a technical context. So, while doing this or while I'm doing these activities, I have a lot of circumstances and barriers that I've encountered. But as a student, we need to learn and we need to do the activities because I believe it will help to grow and gain our knowledge and experiences and communication skills. And also, I have a goal in life. So, it is so important to study about it. And no matter what, just make a strenuous effort, then I know we will become a successful candidate.
In this topic, I learned that language sensitivity is necessary in terms of age, gender, and race in order to unite or to understand each other. In terms of age and gender, the difference of using languages for old people, young people, children, male, female, and LGBT is also different for each other. So, with that, we use different language and action in order to approach or to communicate someone. I also understand that we must become more sensitive in using languages to avoid conflict and misunderstanding that will insult or offend some people, especially when we talk about races. In order to have a better communication, we happen to use our national language, which is Tagalog, for our country, and international language, which is English, for the other country. And with the help of these languages, we can now communicate and understand each other. Thank you.